Good morning and namaste to each and every one of you. Thank you so much for joining me for yoga this morning. You found Yoga with Lisa, SXM, the gentlest yoga on the internet, at least I think so. And we have our dedicated group that's been coming with the plank challenge every Tuesday and Thursday, but really we're supposed to be doing our plank challenge every single day. But we meet together to compare notes on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Good morning, Annie. Namaste. Thank you for joining me. So the plank challenge is moving along pretty good, and we are 2 weeks into doing a 60-second plank challenge. If you're new to the group, I see Jane is joining us. Hi, Jane. If you're new to the group, you may not want to do the same exact moves that the rest of us are doing. So when we get to the plank challenge, I'll explain that more. But I'm pretty stoked that we're doing this, and we've had some consistency, and I'm seeing some results. I hope you are too. So the plank is one of the easiest things that you can do to build up just a little more strength and endurance in the body. You can go little by little, take it time, and over weeks and months, you will see improvement, and you'll feel improvement, which is even better. Okay, so we're going to start today with just some gentle stretching. Go ahead and stretch those legs out. Reaching forward, we're going to inhale, and then pull it back. Let's exhale when we pull back, and reach forward, inhale. Inhale, breathe in, and bring the elbows way, way back, squeezing the shoulder blades. Pull the arms like you're pulling on elastic bands, and you're trying to really pull it back. Breathe in and lift your face. Breathe in, and then reach forward. Inhale, and let's keep it going. Breathe in and out. Beautiful. All right, take your right arm and reach it up. Grab something in your mind and pull it down with some strength in the arm and shoulder. Reach the other arm straight up, pull it down. Breathe in, breathe in. Exhale when you're pulling down. Just warm it up. Keep it going. So the intention for today, if you don't have one, I'll share mine with you. It's to spread love and peace and positivity in the world through yoga, through a yoga attitude, through a feeling of acceptance, a feeling of trust that everything's going to be okay. So as you're breathing, keep that intention close to your heart. Breathe in and out, stretch forward and pull it back. Stretch way, way forward, pull it way, way back. Breathe way, way in and blow it out. 2 more times. All right, let's open the legs just a little wider than the hips and walk the fingers down until you reach your toes or your ankles or your shins, wherever is the farthest you can reach forward without judgment, without comparing yourself to me or anybody else, including yourself at a younger age. We're just going to round the back, drop the head, and sit soft in the caterpillar pose for 5 long, slow, deep, full breaths. So staying down, round the back, drop the head, let the head be ever so heavy. Let it go. Just a reminder, we're sitting soft in caterpillar pose, forward fold. Everything is soft. Your legs, your feet, your neck, your shoulders. Maybe you feel a decompression in your lower back, letting go any stress that's been like just living in your lower back and hips. This is a good chance to let it all just exit the body as you exhale. Awesome. Walk your hands up your legs, and let's bring those legs in again. Spend a few minutes with some face yoga. So something we don't do a lot of in my sessions, but every now and then I introduce a little bit. Today we'll do a little bit more. So we're just going to start with the silent scream or the lion pose. You can put your hands on the floor as if you're bracing yourself a little bit, or you can be on your knees and really push the face forward. Open the mouth wide, open the eyes wide, stick the tongue out. Maybe the tip of the tongue can even come all the way out and touch your chin. So this is the lion pose. Roar big. Eyes wide, mouth wide open, tongue out. Let's stay there for 3 breaths. Give it a try. And now kiss the ceiling and hold that for 3 breaths. And back to your silent scream, your lion pose. And back to kiss the ceiling. All right, we're going to go back and forth between the silent scream and kiss the ceiling. You can go at your own pace. Maybe coordinate it with your breath a little bit. Just listen to your own inner wisdom and your own body's internal yoga teacher and listen and follow that instruction. So any speed is perfect is what I'm trying to say. So we open wide and kiss the ceiling, back and forth. All right, let your jaw move a little left and right. And then a big circle with the jaw. I'll go the other way. Beautiful. Reach your hands all the way up, drop them back, and drag those fingers over the crest of your shoulders from back to front. Dig those fingertips in just a little bit. You should maybe go inside your shirt so that you really have that ability to press into your flesh without sliding across the surface of your shirt. Back and forth. We're just going to breathe in. Breathe in and exhale. One more time. Reach back and pull it over the crest of the shoulders forward. Then bring your hands behind and just clench your fingers, interlock your fingers behind your tailbone and straighten your arms. You can always use a bandana cloth or belt if you don't quite have the ability to grab your hands back there and get those arms straight. You can keep the hands a little farther apart and maybe that will help. And then as you release, just give yourself a nice little hug. Bring those fingertips back behind the shoulders. Walk them back a little farther than they normally would go. Give yourself a sway. And let's lift the elbows up by the forehead and open slowly. Open up like a flower blooming. Breathe in. Beautiful. Go back and squeeze the shoulder blades back again. And this time as we give ourselves a hug, we'll try and put the other arm on top. Do you remember which one was on top before? Try and do it the other way this time. And then walk your fingers back just a little farther. Breathe. Give yourself a hug. Maybe sway a little bit. Beautiful. Lift the elbows up. Bloom like a tulip. Open. Bloom. Breathe deep. Awesome. Beautiful. Let's take a minute to scoot down onto our back sides. And I apologize if my clothes are too dark against the same color mat. Hopefully you can see me. Jane, I'm thinking of you. But, you know, I do the best I can. I don't have a large wardrobe to choose from, I'm afraid. All right. Make yourself comfortable. Arms and shoulders and hips and body all balanced, comfy, smooth on the floor. We're just going to drop the knees to the left and let the hip release. Scan through your spine from tailbone to neck and ask yourself, are you relaxed? Is each little section let go of its tension? If It's so common for us to hold on to tension and hold on to stress and keep prepared in case we have to fight or flight. It's common, but it's not necessarily the healthiest way to live your life. So let's just consciously ask the body to relax here and trust yourself enough to let go of all those places that normally stay tense. Breathe deep, let everything go. And then we're going to bring those knees up and all the way over to the other side. Just relax both hips. And then when you bring your knees up, we'll just flip-flop back and forth like windshield wipers and let the hips be super loose so the legs are really flopping. They're not being controlled at all. Just lift and let them go all the way over and let your hips stay loose. Keep breathing. Nice. All right, bring those knees all the way up to your chest and hands come to the knees, squeeze it in and release. Squeeze it in and release. Squeeze it in and release. And we're going to squeeze it in and hold with strong arms, strong hands. Squeeze those knees into your chest. If you want, you can let your knees open. Let them go as wide as you're comfortable with. Don't overstretch. That inner thigh area is very soft, very tender, very easily overstretched. So we're just going to close and open the knees a few times. Inhale and exhale. Breathe. And then we'll place the feet on the floor near the hips and let the hands come wherever feels comfortable. Take a moment to notice how your body is on the floor, the parts of the body that touch the floor and carry weight down into the floor. Take a minute to notice that the floor supports you in those exact same places by the exact same amount you press down. As we don't normally think of the floor supporting us, we think of us pushing down on the floor. But guess what? Every force has an equal and opposite force. And so that means that as you press down, the floor presses up. This is a good time to just notice that interplay of forces. And guess what we're going to do next is squeeze the belly in and tilt the pelvis. Push the lower back down into the floor. Squeeze the belly in. Bring that belly button back towards your spine. Squeeze your waist in. Squeeze your hips in. Buttocks clenched in. Quadriceps tight, front of the thighs, just a little tension in the thighs, nothing too extreme. It's mostly about your lower abs pressing down into the floor. At the same time, I suggest that you try to keep the pressure that we're building in our lower abs, keep it out of your chest. Let your chest, your heart, your lungs, your shoulders relax, and let your heart beat nice and free, and your lungs keep breathing nice and easy. But keep your lower belly tight and pushed down into the floor. We're going to just continue to breathe as we press down with the lower back. Down, down, down. Breathe in and out. Press down, 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 down. Keep breathing in and out. Press down, down. Squeeze in, squeeze in, squeeze in. Keep breathing, keep breathing, keep breathing. Down, 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 down. Breathing in, breathing out. Any speed in spine. Press down. Press down. And let's release, relax. Let both knees drop to the left. And again, just relax. Knees up and over to the other side. Relax. Beautiful. Bring those knees up. Let's do it again. Squeeze the belly in. Press the lower back down. Keep breathing. Chest is free. Heart is free. Breath is continuous. Press down with your lower back. Squeeze the belly in. Keep breathing. Awesome. You can relax. And let's roll all the way over onto our side, the fetal position. You can let your head rest on your arm, or if you have some cushion of some kind, you can lay your head on a cushion. We're going to let the hand, the upper hand, come in front of the chest for just a little balance support. And circle your knee, your upper knee, around as big as possible. And change direction, come around the other way, breathe. Let's change direction again. Keep breathing. Breathe in at the top of your circle and out at the bottom of your circle, so your breath almost leads the movement. Let's go the other way, nice and slow. Breathe in at the top, out at the bottom. Awesome. Stretch that leg up. Bring it back down. Bend it up. Stretch the leg up. Bend the knee. Bring it down. Take a rest. Take a breath. Knee up. Heel up. Heel down. Knee down. Knee up. Heel up. Knee down. Heel down. Knee down. One more time. Knee up. Heel up. Heel down. Knee down. Take a rest. If you're feeling some stress in your flanks, then give them some thanks. Give them a massage. Make a fist and pound into that deep muscle in the hip as you like it. All right, let's see if we can bring the knee forward and then kick the heel forward. Kick the heel back towards your buttock. Bring the knee back and extend out beyond you. It's not really a kick. It's more of a careful extension forward. Heel in, knee back, extension back. Forward and back. 3 more times. Forward and back. Forward and back. And forward and back. Come back for a rest. Massage the flanks if you need to or want to. Beautiful. Let's bring that knee all the way up to in front of the chest on the floor. And then the bottom leg, we're going to stretch it out and turn the body so you're a little bit belly down. So turn and face down. Let me adjust myself for the camera here. This is something we call the Spider-Man pose or rock climber's pose. It's a little bit like a spinal twist. It's very decompressing. It's almost like you're hugging the earth, which is a nice image to keep in your mind. And here's a little challenge for some of you, and others may choose not to do it. Let me adjust the camera before I show it to you. All right, so we're in belly down, right knee up. Come up onto your elbow and take your right arm and bring it underneath the armpit all the way through. And look to the left. Again, you may want a pillow or some kind of support for the head. Beautiful. When you're ready, we're going to roll over onto our other side. Starting in the side resting pose or fetal position pose. All right, here we go. Hand on the floor in front of the chest for support. You circle the knee. Breathing in and out. In and out. Keep it going. Any speed is fine, but I suggest slower is better. More control, more connection to the breath. And change direction whenever you feel like it. We're going to go back and forth at least 2 times in each direction, so no hurry here. Working the hip. Keep it breathing. Wow, my goodness, I certainly feel that. Let's rest for a minute, give a rub to the hip. And then we're going to bring the knee up, heel heel down, knee down, up, up, down, and down, up, up, down, and down. 3 more times. And back to a rest and a rub. Okay, so next we go forward. Bring the knee forward, kick it, the heel forward, bring the knee back, and then kick back. Or not really kick, extend slowly. So forward and back. Forward and back. Forward and back, as you like it. Let's go 3 more times. Keep it going. And come back to a resting pose. Okay, so that top knee, this is, for me, it's my left knee, is going to come up in front of the chest onto the floor. And then we turn belly down. Are you with me? All right, so this is a great spinal twist type of move. The rock climbers pose. And if you want to try that twist, come up onto your elbow and bring the same side where the knee is bent, bring that hand underneath the armpit on the other side. And like I said, you may want a pillow or a block for your head. Awesome. Let's bring that leg down and stay on our bellies, belly down. All right. Bring your elbows right under your shoulders and your hands are pointing forward. I really feel like you can't see me. There we go. Yeah, okay, so the fingers are spread wide and we're just working on Sphinx pose here. Press your elbows. You can be like this, right? Kind of scrunched in the shoulders. Press your elbows into the floor and elevate sternum and the chest up and head. All right, and now you can turn your toes to face in and your heels out and relax your pelvis and lower back. Press the hands into the floor, press the elbows into the floor. Look forward and just gaze. We'll stay here for 3 or 4 breaths. Take your time. And then as we come out, we'll press our hands into the floor, pick the elbows up and widen out the elbows and then just come down. Turn your head to one side, relax your back, relax your hips. Hands under shoulders now and press up onto your knees and hands. Table position. Are we together here? I'm trying to be on the camera. Arch and sway a few times, cat and cow. Let's look around the shoulder to the left, look around the shoulder to the right. Stick the hips out as if you're trying to look for the hips around the shoulder. Some days I see my hips and some days I don't. I don't know what that's about. I guess it's just the mood of the day. Or maybe my hips sometimes are wider than they are other days. Who knows? All right, come back and cat and cow some more. Working on flexibility through the spine. Press the hands into the floor. Don't slope your shoulders. Breathe deep. And let's come into our first downward dog. Turn your toes under, lift those hips up, bring your knees off the floor, walk your feet to that perfect spot for your downward dog. And we're just going to stay still and hold the dog for 3 breaths. Enjoy the stretch. Stretch through the back. Lift the hips up and back. Drop the head between the arms. Beautiful. Come on back down. Actually, let's bring one knee forward. Let's do the pigeon pose, which is one of my favorites. I hope you like it too. Bringing the left knee in between the thumbs. Slide down onto the front of your back leg, front of the back thigh, the quad. All right. Press your hands into the ground and lift your heart forward and up. Puff your chest out like a proud pigeon. Breathe deep. Awesome. Turn your head to look over one shoulder and then the other. Maybe you look all the way back and see that heel back there extended out behind you. Look back one way, then the other. 3 more times. 2 more times. Last time. And forward fold into sleeping pigeon. Bring your forehead in front of your knee and hands reach back towards the hips, palm up, relax and forward, sleeping pigeon. Beautiful. Hands on the floor under your shoulders. Push yourself back up. And let's come right back up to table. Arch and sway. Arch and sway. Arch and sway. Cat and cow. Let's bring the other knee up in between the thumbs. And this foot kicks off to the side a little bit. Slide down onto the front of your thigh. Press your hands into the ground. Puff your chest out in front. Proud pigeon. Breathe deep. Shoulders away from your ears. Head is lifted. All right, let's look over the shoulder to the left and to the right. Looking for that heel back there. You may or may not see it. That's fine. Just twist. Enjoy your yoga. Oh, and then forward fold. Find your sleeping pigeon. Relax. Hands to the floor. Press yourself back up to table. Cat and cow. Can you come up onto your knees here? Take your right foot forward. I'd like to see a 90-degree bend in the knee, so the knee is directly over the ankle. Maybe bring your foot a little farther forward and bring your hands to the floor. We're going to stretch the front of the hip flexor of the back leg. And then press back. Bring that foot back. Other foot's going to come forward now. Walk the toes a little farther forward so that as you push forward, the knee stays over the ankle. Hands to the floor, and we're really stretching the back legs, the front of the hip flexor. Keep steady, keep breathing. All right, let's come back to table. Cat and cow some more. And let's push up to downward dog. This time we'll do a three-legged dog. One leg up, bring it down, touch the floor, bring it right back up. Bring it down, touch the floor, bring it right back up. Breathe in and out, touch and reach. 2 more times, touch and reach. Touch the floor and reach it up. Switch legs. Touch the floor, reach it up. Three-legged dog. Reach up, touch the floor, breathe in and out. 3 more times, touch the floor, reach it up, touch the floor, reach it up, touch the floor, reach it up. Downward dog, both feet on the floor, push back and up, drop the head. And then drop your knees. And take a little rest. Okay, I'm sitting on my heels. If you want to join me in that position, that's fine. If that doesn't work for you, you can modify it with a pillow under your knees or under your rear end, or just stay in another seated position. It's all good. We're going to work on the wrists just a little bit. I feel like that was some strenuous work on the wrists, and before we do our plank challenge, we're going to need those wrists to be rested. My goodness, I see lots of people here. Kathy and Ellis and Annie and Jane and somebody else that I don't recognize. Hello, everybody. Thank you for being with us. Work your wrists. Make a little gentle fist and circle it around. Circle the other way now. Push it forward, rake the hands up, and then drop them down. Breathe in and out. Reach it up, reach it down. Spread the fingers wide. All right, bring it back and forward, swing the arms. And circle the wrists again. Other way. Okay, are we ready for our plank challenge? Let me talk you through it before we get into it. As you know, we've been doing this for several weeks now. We started with 20 seconds, then we worked our way up to 60 seconds, and then we started adding special moves. If you're not with us, if you haven't been doing the plank challenge all the way with us, then maybe just do a 20 or 30 seconds of holding the plank. You can be on your elbows for low plank, or you can be up on your hands for high plank. It's all great. So do what you can. Don't judge yourself. Be happy that you're doing your yoga. I'm happy that you're doing your yoga. And let's just take it slow and see how it goes. We're going to do heel up, heel up, heel up, heel up. Knee around, Spider-Man, knee around. Touch the shoulder, touch the hip, touch the shoulder, touch the hip. So that's the same thing we've been doing the last 2 weeks. Next week we might introduce some side plank. I think we're ready for that. I'm always open to feedback. Give me some feedback. Tell me if you're ready to move to side plank, which, by the way, for me has been a huge challenge over many, I don't know, maybe 5 years ago when I first started trying to become a little bit more fit and a little bit more, and have more endurance and durability and have, whoops, have a little bit more, endurance and strength and all of that. So when I was first told, hey, you should try side plank, that'll help you, I was like, there's no way I can do that. But now, because of yoga and my patience and working with all of you and you working with me, I think maybe we can do it. But so far today, we're just going to do the same thing we did Tuesday. So let's get ready. I think we've talked enough. Let's get up on hands and feet, or elbows and feet. And here we go. We are trying to do at least 60 seconds. Last time I think we went about 70 seconds, which is awesome. So far it's 10 seconds, and I bet you're already feeling it, because I am. Let's bring the right heel up and down. Left heel up and down. Right heel up and down. Left heel up and down. Hold. Spider-Man knee to elbow, knee to elbow. You can do it a little faster than you did the heel up. So that's knee to elbow, and other side. One more time. And we're just going to hold. Okay, now we touch the hip, touch the other hip, touch the elbow, touch the shoulder, touch the shoulder, touch the hip, touch the hip. Touch the shoulder, touch the shoulder. Come on out, you did it. And again, we went about 68 seconds that time, so that's pretty great. Awesome. As I said, I really appreciate if you can give me some feedback. I know some of you love the plank challenge, but I don't know if maybe there's some that are going, oh please, I'm tired of it. I take all responses with love. I listen with love, I hear what you're saying, and I try to offer modifications and alternatives and options for you. All right, so let's get up and do some standing postures now. We're going to come up onto the knees and then onto the feet. Let me adjust my camera. Okay. So this is, I believe we are at a new moon. So we don't want to do the moon salutation, so let's try a sun salutation. It involves a little bit of wrist work, so if it's too much for you, just modify or rest. And it also has a little bit of the plank in there, so we may come back to that. All right, so stand. I'm going to have to move the camera a little bit back, I think, to get all of this in here. And I hope you can see what I'm doing. I hope so. Sorry. So normally for sun salutation, you'll stand at the front of your mat or near the front of your mat. Yeah? And make sure you're standing in mountain pose. Look down and make sure your heels are under your hips, toes pointing forward, and feet are activated, pressing into the ground at the heels and at the balls of the feet, but lifting the arch. That's the mountain pose. You always want to lift the arch of the foot and press the balls of the feet and the heels down. Then we're going to sweep the arms up, press in and tuck that belly in, tuck that tailbone under, lift the sternum, lift the hands up. Find your temple pose. That's one finger up on each hand and the other's clasped. Squeeze the arms against the ears and tuck your belly in, tuck your tailbone under. Arch and lift the sternum up. Just a gentle upward reaching with the face, and then open the hands. Forward bend with a straight back. Bring your hands to the floor next to your feet, and we'll take the right foot back. Once the right foot is back, we'll take the other foot back. And here we are in plank again, but we're going to bring the knees down, bend the elbows, and come into upward dog. Look at the ceiling, press your shoulders away from your ears. Yeah? All right, tuck the toes under, lift the tailbone, downward dog. Same foot comes forward, bring it forward. If you need to, like I do, grab that leg and bring it up there where it needs to be. Once you get forward fold, you can do a little bit of a crescent lunge. Bring the head down, bring the other foot forward, forward fold, and reverse your swan dive back up, reach up, find your temple pose, and reach up, breathe in, arch back slightly, squeeze your buttocks, and come down with a prayer pose to your heart, exhale. All right, find your mountain pose again, connect your feet down, lift your sternum up, shoulders drop, arms sweep out and up, temple pose, reach up, arch up, squeeze the buttocks, lift your face, breathe in, and swan dive down, flat back, coming down, let the hands find the floor next to your feet. And this is something that some people do. We lift up halfway, look forward, and then drop right back down. And then we're in ragdoll. Make sure your hands are strong on the floor. We'll drop the other foot back this time. And a bit of a crescent lunge. And then we go straight to plank. Chaturanga down. Upward dog. And then we're going to turn the toes under and downward dog. The same leg comes forward, whatever was just the one that was forward before, bring it right back. Crescent lunge up, and then bring the hips up and bring the foot underneath the hips. Forward fold. Reverse your swan dive, come up, breathe in, find your temple pose in your hands, arch up. And then straight mountain pose, prayer hands come down. How was that? You want to do it again? Should we do it again? All right, I'm going to just bring my mat a little farther in alignment so that I can stay in the camera range for most of it. Okay, let's give it another try. So right foot will be our lead. Sweep the hands up, mountain pose, reach up, temple, arch back. Swan dive down, arms hang, ragdoll. Halfway up, look forward, arms hang. Come on back down, ragdoll. Right foot drops back, crescent lunge up. Both legs back, plank, chaturanga, upward dog. Turn the toes under, downward dog. Find your downward dog. Let it be. And then when you're ready, the same leg comes forward. If you need to, like I do, grab it and bring it out for. So it's good. And then we'll crescent lunge again. And bring both feet under the hips. Ragdoll, hang. Reverse your swan dive, come up. Temple pose, arch up. Mountain pose, prayer hands down. Take a moment. Let's do it again. Up, arch, swan dive, hang, halfway up, hang again. Left leg comes back this time. Crescent lunge, plank, chaturanga up, upward dog, downward dog. Left leg coming up, crescent lunge, come into forward fold or ragdoll pose, and reverse your swan dive, reach it up, feet into the floor, heart lifted, head lifted, hands lifted, temple pose, reach up, and come back to prayer pose in mountain. How you doing? Did we do good? I hope so. I hope you liked that. A lot of people start their day with the sun salutation, and I don't think that's a bad habit to get into. So take a moment now to find yourself seated and comfortable and resting a little bit. Well deserved. Let's have a beautiful straight back. Do yourself the honor of lifting from the seat, wherever you find your seat. Press it in and lift the body up, keeping the shoulders down. Lift through this core, up from the top of the head, reaching up. And just let your arms hang from the shoulders. Hands can rest palm up on your knees. Maybe you want to make the little mudra, put the finger and thumb together to give yourself a point of sensation to concentrate on. That's always a nice thing. So today's intention for me, and I share it with you, maybe it'll also work for you, is to spread peace and love and joy and positivity to all the people that we encounter. Try and spread love, spread peace, and believe that it's possible. I think a lot of us are dealing with the feelings of hopelessness or skepticism or just not believing that things can be good again. And I don't subscribe to that. I think that things can be good, but we have to believe that it's possible. That's the first step. So, with all of the divisiveness that I see in the world around us, I just want to spread love and peace and understanding. I believe it's possible. Sometimes it doesn't seem like it, I know, but I do believe that it's possible. So I invite you to join me in a prayer for peace. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. I believe that's the St. Francis of Assisi prayer, isn't it? Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. So keeping that thought in your heart, let's breathe in and out. Visualize a beautiful circle. Breathing in at the top, out at the bottom. Breathe from your lowest part of your belly. As you exhale, push, squeeze the belly in. The belly button comes back towards the spine. Breathing in, we lift. Exhale down. Breathe in and out. Squeezing the belly in when you exhale. I'm going to allow you to count for yourself or be in charge of your own breathing rate. Let's just breathe together and fill our hearts with the idea of peace and pushing peace out into the world for the benefit of all of us. Thank you for that. Let's go. Breathe. Visualize your circle. Squeeze the belly in. Inhale big. Exhale totally. Active, aware breath. And then just allow your breathing to return to a natural rhythm. Float in your inner universe. Close your eyes. Feel that you may be free from the worries of the world. Maybe you're floating in a bubble of peace and light. Free from gravity. Free from stress. Maybe you want to invite somebody into your bubble of light and love. Let them float with you, free from stress, free from worry, filled with light, filled with hope, filled with faith, filled with love. Keeping the back straight, allow the head to drop forward and really stretch the back of the neck. Feel that stretch. Release your belly so your neck can let go all the way, and let the head really fall down farther than you ever thought it could go in front of your chest. Even so, we're keeping the shoulders over the hips, and the back is mostly in a straight up and down position. We're not rounding, we're not slumping, just the head is forward. Let it go. And let's move the chin along the collarbone left and right as we breathe in and out. Slow it down. Feel every strand of muscle in the back of your neck, where it connects to the skull, where it reaches down towards the shoulders or shoulder blades. And then breathing in, lift the face up, bring the hands to prayer pose. And let's bring the thumbs, the knuckle of the thumbs, right up by the forehead, all the way up by the crest of your forehead, the hairline peak of your forehead. Hold it there. We're going to take the thumbnails and bring it down the front of the forehead towards the crest of the nose between the eyebrows, where your third eye sits, your Anja Mudra. Hold here. Slide those thumb tips down the nose towards the point of the nose. Stop right there. And then down towards the lips. Find a place under the lips, somewhere near the chin, and hold right there. Beautiful. Interlock your fingers, squeeze and release a few times. Push through, round the back, drop the head, push forward, keep breathing. Bring them overhead, straight up overhead, reach up, breathe in. And then bring your hands, interlocked fingers still, to the back of your head or the back of your neck, and elbows go way down. Let's circle the eyes all the way around, breathing deep. Change direction, go the other way around. And then bring the hands straight up again. Reach up, breathe in, stretch up. Reach the hands forward, round the back, drop the head, slump the shoulders, reach the hands way forward, reach forward and breathe. Bring them overhead again, bring them straight up overhead. This time bring your hands into a hooked position where the fingers are hooked, and bring them right behind your head and bow your head. Pull your arms apart, but keep the fingers clenched together. Hold and breathe. And then bring it right over the top of your head, right in front of your eyes, and switch the way your hands are interlocked. You can bring it right back, pull apart, hold together, bow the head, keep breathing. Bring it right in front, and come back to a prayer pose at your heart. Beautiful. We've got about 8 minutes left. Let's end in our hamstring stretch for our legs. So we're going to lay down on our back and bring one leg up. So laying down. Bring the knee to the chest. Interlock your fingers on your knee and squeeze it in. Release. Squeeze it in. Release. Squeeze it in. Release, and straighten that leg up. Bring your hands to the knee or the thigh. Grab a hold. We're going to slowly, carefully, gently pull the leg a little closer to the face, and then let it return back to your comfort zone. Find your range of motion. Keep breathing. Let's hold the leg at or near your static stretch, at or near your therapeutic edge. Hold the leg. Try to get that hip and leg to relax. Let go. No worries. Release and relax. Then we'll let the leg go. Release it. Bend the knee. Cross it over. Find your reclined spinal twist. Arms can open out straight from your shoulders. Look maybe towards the opposite direction of your knee. But if that does not allow you to relax, then turn your head the same direction as your knee. Everybody's different here, and everybody's perfect. When you're ready, we'll roll onto our back, Do a long body stretch. Bring your arms overhead. Straighten out your legs. Point your toes. Breathe in and expand your ribs. Feel free to yawn or sigh as you like. Oh. And then let everything go. When you're ready, we'll bring up the other knee. Bring the knee to the chest and squeeze it in. Release. Squeeze it in. Release. Squeeze it in. Release. Squeeze it in and hold for a moment. And then we'll stretch that leg up. Bring your hands to grab at the knee or the thigh or wherever your hands reach. And gently pull the leg a little closer to your face and then back to vertical or back to your comfort zone. Be gentle. Be slow and careful. Breathe a lot. We're asking the hip and the hamstring to stretch. Find that full range of motion. Hold the leg close to your edge, your therapeutic edge, and let's just stay here. Try to relax the whole leg from hip to the back of the knee, towards the Achilles tendon. Everything loose and light. Be sure you're breathing. No holding of the breath here. Release the leg, bend the knee, bring it across the body, roll up on your side of your hip. Open the arms out from the shoulders, and you can look to the left, to the ceiling, or to the right, whichever helps you relax more. Enjoy your reclined spinal twist. You can stay here as long as you like. We'll be going off the airwaves in about 3 minutes. But in the meantime, let me just tell you how much I appreciate these Tuesday, Thursday live yoga sessions. Everybody's telling me thank you for doing it, but really I have to thank you for sticking with me through this entire year and a half that we've been doing this. I can't believe it myself, but it has been a year and a half that we've been doing yoga from home instead of in our group sessions that we used to have. In the meantime, we've gained some followers from around the world, and some people who used to be living in St. Martin and now moved to New York or Holland or wherever they may have moved to, but they're still doing the yoga with me. So through it all, I'm so grateful and I'm so happy that we are keeping our community strong and sending peace and happiness out into the world through yoga, through breath, through meditation, and through trusting that everything is going to be okay. When you're finished with your twist, you can roll onto your back, straighten out those legs, point the toes, reach your hands overhead, stretch the body long, breathe in. Feel free to sigh or yawn, or let everything go. I grant you my most sincere namaste from my heart to yours. See you again next week on Tuesday. Namaste, everybody.